Hey, what's up? It's Symphony here. Subscribe to my brother Mr. Creepy as Hell channel, and when you're watching his videos, make sure you stay in one piece.
My name is Paul, and I was once a very famous TikToker. I was known for being a male model and a content creator. I had sponsors, I had it all, but I lost all of it because of one woman. A woman that I decided to show kindness to, and it backfired on me hard. And now because of this, I'm never on social media. I lost everything. And when I mean by everything, I mean everything. Now I'm living in a rundown apartment, and I gotta work a dead-end job, long hours and barely good pay. Not to mention, I put on a lot of weight because of this. It's really funny how you let one wrong person into your life and it messes up everything that you worked hard for. This is my story. It happened 2 years ago. I was riding high as I just celebrated hitting 20 million followers on TikTok. I was getting gigs and modeling opportunities. I was getting offers to be interviewed on some famous magazines. I had everything going for myself. I was living in a nice house, had 2 beautiful cars. I had everything that I could ask for. It was something that was wonderful that I worked hard for. I had plenty of female fans that would throw themselves onto me, which I didn't mind. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I was at right at that moment. I was getting up and I just decided to post a TikTok video. After I got done posting it, I was reading through the comments. There was one comment that caught me by surprise. It was a woman named Zoey, and her username was ShyGirl37. I noticed a remark she made. It was something that really had me looking at the comment for a couple of minutes. She replies in my comment section on one of my videos, and it says, "You're one of the most beautifulest man I ever laid my eyes on, and I really wish I can meet you. You're really wonderful, and I'm just this ugly woman who can never get a chance to be with a guy like you." I was going to ignore the message, but then when I looked at the woman's profile pic, I could see that she was a really attractive woman. But what made things even worse was there were a bunch of replies that were saying that she was so ugly and that Paul would never be seen with the likes of her. It was really disgusting. Some of the people on there were telling her in codes to go harm herself and making fun of her looks and her drawings. That's when I decided to reply back to the woman, and I told her that I think you're a very beautiful woman. I looked through your profile pics, I looked at all your videos and your drawings. I'm gonna give you a follow. We can talk, maybe we can collab on something. I hit send on the reply, and I got myself together. About 30 minutes later, I received a notification. It was from Zoey. I read it, and in the message it said, "OMG, I can't believe you followed me. This really made my day. I really can't wait to meet you. How are we gonna do this? Can you come over to my place, or I can come over to your place?" After I got done reading the message, I told her that if she liked, I could come over to her place. She agreed, and she gave me the address. A few days later, I was heading down to her address to where she lived. She lived in a decent area. It was a 1-story house. I drove in through a limousine, and I had a bodyguard with me. I told the bodyguard that he can leave and I'll be okay. And he asked me, was I sure? And I told him that I'll be alright. It's just one person I'm going to be hanging out with. But boy, if only I had known what was going to happen, I would have told him to stay. And maybe the outcome would have been completely different than what it is now. But that's on me. I made a very huge mistake. But anyway, I knocked it on Zoe's door, and she opened it up. She looked exactly like she did on TikTok. We came in, and she started to talk to me. "Wow, I can't believe you're actually here. You don't know what this does for my self-esteem. I can't believe you're in my house." "Of course, and I don't mind doing this because I really felt bad for you. And plus, I want to collab with you and we can work on something about, spreading more positivity and being against cyberbullying. Of course, she said to me. After we got done talking, we made about 8 TikTok videos together. And then we sat around for a bit talking. We had a really good time talking. But all the while I was talking to Zoey, she couldn't stop staring at me. I guess she just couldn't believe that someone like me would be in her place, sitting on her couch. After a couple of hours, I tried to look for my phone to call my bodyguard and my ride because I was ready to go home. I told Zoey, "Well, Zoey, it's been nice hanging out with you. You're a really great person. You taught me a lot of things. But I gotta get going now. Just gotta look for my phone." As I was looking around for my phone, which I could have sworn I had it on a coffee table next to the couch, I couldn't find it. Looking for this, I looked up, and Zoey had my phone. "Oh yeah, that's my phone. Pass it to me. I must have misplaced it. Thank you for finding it." But Zoey did not give me my phone. She looked at me with a blank stare, and I asked her, "Zoey, give me my phone." She got up and walked it closer to me. She set my phone down and she sat on my lap, and she began to kiss me. She then tried to rip her clothes off, and she tried to rip mine off, but I stopped it immediately, feeling angry and feeling like she took advantage of me. "Zoey, what the hell is wrong with you? Don't do that. You do realize that's harassment, right? That's actually sexual assault, okay? I don't want you like that. I'm not into no relationship. I can't believe you've done that. Oh my God." "Excuse me? Oh my God? So you do find me disgusting. You think I'm unattractive. I figured. You're just like every other famous person. You only do stuff to make yourself look good. I wanted you. I love you. You're the only man that I want." Feeling dumbfounded, I tried my very best to explain to Zoey, "Zoey, I don't want you. Look, I'm gonna call, Myra, I'm gonna go ahead and just leave out the house now before things just gets worse. I'm sorry I gave you mixed signals. I apologize. That was never my intention, but I do not want you. I am so sorry. I don't think you should post those TikTok videos. Delete them, alright? Please don't post them at all. I gotta go." I got up from the couch and I tried to walk out of Zoey's house, but she blocked the door, and then she pulled out a kitchen knife. "You see this kitchen knife? If you don't sit the fuck down back on the couch, I'm gonna cut your neck open." My heart started to beat really fast. I raised my hands up and I sat back down on the couch. Something was really wrong with Zoey, and it started to show. "All you have to do is just make out with me. That's all. I just want to have that feeling, knowing that I got to make out with the famous Paul. You can do that for me, right? If you can't, I'll just kill you." I tried to resist her trying to kiss me, and then she stabbed me just a little bit in my hand really fast. I yelped out in a bit of pain. "I told you to stop resisting me. Let me just make love to you." I didn't want to kiss her, but she had the upper hand on me. She had the knife near my neck. She was getting ready to kiss me until my bodyguard busted down the door and swiped the knife away from her real fast. Zoey fell down on the ground, and that's when my bodyguard took the opportunity to rush me to the limo. That way I can get away and get to safety. When I got in the limo, my bodyguard asked me,
"Mr. Paul, sir, you want me to call the police? She just assaulted you. We could get a restraining order against her."
"No, I'm not going to press charges against her. I think she learned her lesson. Just let her alone. Let's just drive off." I told my bodyguard. I figured that I wasn't going to do that to Zoey, and I felt a little bad for her. But looking back on this, I should have took his advice and pressed charges because I didn't know what she was going to do next. And now I know, and it's the reason why I'm in this predicament right now. When I got home, I took a shower, and I wind down, looked at TV for a bit, and then I headed off to bed. The next morning, I got up and I noticed that I got a bunch of phone calls, a bunch of text messages, a bunch of emails, and a whole lot of social media notifications, especially through TikTok. I went on Twitter and I saw that my name was trending at number 1, and I had about over 2 million tweets made about me. I wasn't dead, but I didn't know what was going on. I hit my name on the number 1 trending page, and I saw a lot of people were saying that I deserve to be canceled and men like me deserve to hang. I just kept on seeing people saying some horrible things about me, but I didn't know why. It wasn't until I came across an article where it said, Cute Girl 37, also known as Zoey, accuses Paul, the model TikTok influencer, of sexual harassment and assault. There was even a video of Zoey, and I clicked in on it and listened to it. I'm making this video because this is something that's every woman's nightmare, their worst fear. So, the TikToker Paul, who I thought was a great guy, he came into my house. He tried to help me as I was being cyberbullied on TikTok, and we made several videos together. Here are the videos, and after we got done making the videos, that's when he tried to come on to me. I tried to push him off, but he kept on trying to kiss me. I kept telling him to stop, but he wouldn't stop. He kept on trying to touch me, try to undress me. I can't say anymore. He's a horrible person, and I'm gonna make sure that he pays for what he done to me. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna take him to court. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I can't record anything else. I felt like I was in an episode of The Twilight Zone. No way was this happening. I would never in my life try to make a move on a woman without her consent. I respect women. I knew that my reputation was going to take a huge hit. And before I even got started, I already saw that 3 companies have cut their ties with me. It was already looking bad. I tried to make a response video telling my side of the story, but no one believed me. They all believed it Zoey. Eventually, we went to court, and I spent all the money I had trying to prove my innocence. As this was going on, more and more companies cut their ties with me. And eventually, everyone cut their ties with me. All the friends that I had cut their ties with me. Not to mention my TikTok page was deleted from TikTok, and I lost my YouTube channel, and all my social media platforms were deleted. I guess in the wake of me being accused of this. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I was afraid. My money kept on getting lower and lower. All my life savings I put into my account, I kept draining them out to pay for legal fees. Eventually, after about a year of fighting, that's when it was discovered, thanks to a PI that I hired, that Zoey had all this plan and that she lied on me. After it came out though, not a lot of people really took my side. There were people out there that believed that I paid Zoey to lie. But regardless, there's proof and it's out there. But it didn't do anything to fix up my image. My name was forever tarnished because I was accused of a sexual assault. And I lost everything. Now I'm living in a rundown apartment. I don't have no car, and I'm working at a job that I barely get paid to do. I work long hours, and that's my life now. Not to mention, I got myself out of shape. I'm no longer the attractive, good-looking Paul that people recognize me for. I'm an overweight man that's depressed and that lost everything. My only advice to you is, if you're up high in status and you're up there and you're successful, be very careful about who you go to or who you try to have empathy for, because they may be setting you up to ruin everything that you work hard for. I really hope you take my advice. If I had done things different, the outcome would have been completely different and I would have still been successful. But of course, I lost it all thanks to Zoey. And the worst thing about it is she's still free and she became even more successful. She's advocating for women's rights and the Me Too movement. All the while she lied on me, and she even admitted. But, of course, no one does not care. No one doesn't care that the fact that I was lied on and my life was messed up. I still have a few supporters, but it's nowhere near what I had when I was at the top of my game. Be very careful.